You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And here we go from New Orleans. Jackson now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now we got the first carry of the game for the rookie out of Arkansas. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Lamar now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Nnamdi Madubuike making that stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The 30-yard line.
Here's Rattler. His first throw is an interception. Nate Wiggins has got it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
Yeah, I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Rattler to the air now. Dumps it off to his running back. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Throwing is Rattler. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Offense up to the line fast. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Cut out left. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He fires one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Jackson now on 3rd. Completed to Flowers. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. No return on that punt. And the Saints will get set to take over. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
3rd and long for him here. He beams one deep right side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block, and then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the 1st. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Has it at the 7. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets him 3. This brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens lead by 15 now. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Hand off now from the gun. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Big gain downfield. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he was just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down. Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And this stays a 15-point game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Option design here. Jukes one defender. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
He's got it at the 6. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens grow the lead now to 22 points. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Rattler. Gets everything he has under this throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
They'll run here on first down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. It's the Ravens, lined up with a 2nd and 8. They're going to run the option to the short side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Here's the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
That's caught for the first. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
It's 2nd and goal. Now it's Lamar. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Saints will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Dump off caught by his back. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to throw it. He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Ravens 28, Saints 6.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Rattler setting a throw. And they pick him off again. Nate Wiggins has got it. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Rattler. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Second and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Shotgun now on third down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now a give on the counter. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back to the well again. Blast through midfield. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Going to the ground again on 1st. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. 3rd down coming up. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That's a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running this one left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
From the gun on third down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Second down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. And he's brought down after a modest gain up to the 46.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt reaches 50 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying the right side.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They give it to him again. Hits a seam at the 40. Has a hole left, room to run. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints take a small chunk off that lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Ravens with possession and a big enough lead already. They can probably coast the rest of the way. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Jackson to throw it. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Pressure coming. It's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Rattler back to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry. Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game, and sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Back-to-back carries here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Lamar now from the gun. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Third down from the gun. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Desperation time here on fourth. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Simple dive up the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Now we're on the counter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 17. Andrews with the catch. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Ravens throwing 6 more on the blowout. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens continue piling onto this lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now Rattler. Short pass brought in. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing is Rattler. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down. Rattler to the air now. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it deep downfield. It's a New Orleans touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints take 7 points off the deficit. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Completed to Flowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
The give here on 2nd. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And this was the type of response you always hope to see.